Is Operation Chaos giving you some issues in Cold War? Well, today I'll be covering how to solve Operation Chaos puzzle in Black Ops Cold War. Welcome back to Game Shame. Let's get into the video. Where to find Operation Chaos evidence? There are 3 pieces of evidence you need if you want to do Operation Chaos the right way. You can ignore the evidence and just play the mission as soon as it becomes available, but we recommend cracking the code and doing it properly. As with all the pieces of evidence in Black Ops Cold War, the 3 required for Operation Chaos are all found in other main missions. You're going to be fine if you end every mission with all pieces of evidence collected, so keep in mind that as you load up any main mission in the game.
Towards the end of the mission, after you have that not-so-friendly chat with Kazim. After he mentions that they only communicate with coded message, the coded message pops up on the
coded messages to Qasim. The first piece of evidence is a coded message to Qasim. It is found in the Nowhere Left to Run mission. To get it, you'll simply need to finish interrogating Qasim Javadi. It doesn't matter what choices you make, so long as you don't throw him off the roof immediately.
The broadcast will follow them up with the name of a city. The city paired with your numbers is the passphrase you need.
Number Station Broadcast. The next piece is a number station broadcast that you will find in the brick in the wall mission. To locate it, you must go after the optional objective, rescue or silence the informant Greta mentioned. Once you locate him and take out the Stasi guards in the room, you'll find a small radio on the table next to him. Pick it up. Front page of the Observer newspaper. Finally, the last piece is found in red light, green light, the main mission that immediately follows brick in the wall. This is the hardest of the 3 to get because of how big the level is, but don't fret. After the live fire exercise fight ends, the one where you have to take down Russian soldiers training to attack a fake US town, get down street level and keep moving until you reach the end of that street. Once you come across the Capital Savings Building, there should be a bar next to it. Head upstairs to find that 3rd level's map. Once you take a picture of it, you will also unlock the front page of the Observer newspaper. If you think you're in the right place but you don't find the piece right away, check the top part of your screen. If you see a yellow message that reads "In objective area," you're right where you need to be, so take your time and look around. Obviously, you won't have all the necessary pieces until you finish red light, green light. If you finish that mission without having all 3 pieces, you probably missed 1 or more other missions. Go back to the board and see which one of the main missions still have pieces you haven't picked up. Once you have all 3, it's time to decrypt the floppy disk. Before we get started in decrypting the disk, you should know that the information each piece of evidence contains will be different for each player. Because of this, there is no single code or passphrase that can break the decryption for everyone. What we will show you is how to solve the puzzles yourself, not give away the solution. It's a fairly straightforward process, so don't feel discouraged. That said, if you don't want to deal with some light puzzle solving, you can still play the mission all the same, but you're going to get a slightly worse ending. How to decrypt the Operation Chaos floppy disk. We'll begin with the newspaper clipping to get the code. After clicking Review Evidence, pick the newspaper from the evidence now. Once you examine it, the number of letters will start popping up highlighted in red. Write down all the letters and try to arrange them so they can spell the name of a US city or state. If you're feeling lost, open the number station piece of evidence and check the list of names there. The name of the city has to be one of those. In our example, we got OSN, OUH, and T, which spell out Houston when rearranged. Once you figure out what your newspaper is trying to spell, switch to the number station broadcast and check the 4 digits that are corresponding to the name of the city. You don't have to wait for the whole voice to say it, just look at the list. For us, that was 6461, so that was our code. The next one's a bit tricky, and it's how we get the passphrase. We'll now go to the coded message. Once again, click Examine to get the full screen view and more clearly check the missing numbers. As you can see, there are 2 sets of numbers, red and blue, with each set missing a number. Our puzzle will be different to yours, so the only way of solving is to figure out the pattern for each set of numbers. Let's start with red. In our example, we got 11, question mark, 18, 20, 21. As you can see, the numbers increase as you go from left to right, but the difference goes down with each number. If you still can't figure it out, try looking at it from the opposite direction, and it might make more sense. The solution here is 15. Write down the solution to your own puzzle and let's move on. We're not only missing 2 more digits, so we'll have to figure out the missing number from the blue set. In our case, we got 66, 70, 74, question mark, 82. This one happened to be easier because each one is a fixed increase of 4, which means the missing number is 78. Now we have the 4 full digit code, which in our example is 1578. Once you get both, return to the broadcast and check which city corresponds to those 4 digits. In this case, it was Miami. This is your passphrase. All that's left to do now is enter those details and find out if you got them all right. Click Decrypt floppy disk and enter the 4-digit code you got from the newspaper. Then you'll be asked for the passphrase, which you should have from the Solving the Numbers puzzle. You'll know you got it right because of the information it was revealing and the dialogue that plays when you do. Now you just need to play Operation Chaos and take down Robert Aldrich. After you finish the game, look out for a cutscene with Hudson and Black recapping your campaign progress. It's there, you'll see the result of your work. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.